All right, Mary after Crimbiz. Today's the trial on today's Phoenix Wright. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me that what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Wow, jeez, he must be rough. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he is a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. Couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Okay, here we go. I can't wait to see what this one is all about. Oh, I'm liking this dude already. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yo, look at this guy. He's like Dracula almost. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Look at this dude. Fool. You seriously think that I would just stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He hasn't even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Alright, here we go. Describe the incident, now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. Alright, we got a map then. Okay. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat at the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on that boat. Now, there happened to be a woman parking here at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. I guess they were trying to return it then. Okay, over at map then. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait! Mr. Von Karma? Yes? Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. I like his little thing. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Okay, let's see what he has to say. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. But why 30 minutes afterwards? Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found at the lake. Or found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. You mean just like that? You mean just like that he had to arrest him on the spot? But then why was the call made 30 minutes afterwards then? That would have been 12:40. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Damn, he's really running the show. He's like, okay, enough with the bullshit. I'm the main judge now, boy. I can do it. Okay, a man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight, but why, though? You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the two gunshots, right? His objection, though. I was pretty close to his voice, actually. That woman and the man who called in the report were two different people, obviously. Different people? There were two witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We heard the scene of the crime as we headed to the scene of the crime as soon as we could. Yeah, seriously, why 30 minutes though? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I would say it's about 3 minutes. It's always 3 minutes with him. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Yo, I love it. Yo, look at this guy. He's like, yeah, I'm the boss. Detective, you'll refrain from casually revealing department secrets? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to the next year's salary review. Oh, damn. So much for a look ahead, too, these days. This is no time for Detective J daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. But what was he doing there? What was Edgeworth doing? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective! The court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Cold, hard, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. And he does, boy. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Maybe Edgeworth was somewhere else. Possibly. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Oh God, what? Detective, this court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. What's the magic word? I never heard someone so flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now! Damn, boy, I really like this guy. But in the next morning, the body was found on the lake, in the lake. What could that be all about? Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape it was well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Okay, so it was found in the victim's body, and it was fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Okay. So we had to arrest him, like, on the spot, or... Why was that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Did you run it through any fingerprints or anything? Like, did you like do anything to actually prove that it was 100% him? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Ah, he's got the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints. Aha, there we go. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Maybe someone used his right hand? What? Oh, damn, man. Order! Order! Again. Why do I even bother saying order at this point? So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accept it into evidence. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times. No, it was fired. They heard 2 gunshots. And there were 2 photos. Why was it fired 3 times? Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk, very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprint of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine those ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. Which leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, you may recall, was recovered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Again, why do I even bother with the order? This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge? I'd say it's almost decisive yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I'll call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes! This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Him, apparently. Dude, like, this dude is hard. This guy goes hard. I kind of like Von Karma here. Like, Jesus Christ. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you on the boat? Yes. It was. Oh no, he's not admitting it. No. No. But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You meant that it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry. It's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? No, baby, you good for something? If I can't call my sister, then I might as well not be here, right? Oh, that's cold, dude! But I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Well, everyone has their off days. I mean, I might have been just getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right! Don't think this case any more than it already is! It's bad for my heart. Oh! Sorry. Whoops. Yeah, I'm thinking he must be scared, like, really easily. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw at the night of the incident. Don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Let's see. It was Crimbus Eve. I keep saying Crimbus. I can't help it. Like, I prefer that as Crimbus now instead of Christmas. It was Christmas Eve at just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge? She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. It looks like the very moment of the murder. I knew there was another photo. I knew it. Yeah. I will remove people from this courtroom who do not have order immediately. So, you just stay there. I will not remove you, actually. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on the lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Why do I keep your people around? I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is this. Oh, I have very little doubt about this case. No, come on, dude. Without any clear identification, there's like nothing. There's nothing. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose, or you claim that you have found a contradiction in her testimony. Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know? Oh man, I've seen about this a little bit. I'm thinking that this is probably the point where, like, up until this point, we haven't been penalized for any pressing at all, but maybe this might be the point where we start to get penalized for pressing the witness too much. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction in the facts in her testimony? Well, I think there is, because, like, there were 3 shots, not 2. I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I'll pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Okay. So, it was Christmas Eve just after midnight. Yeah. She was in her car. I heard this bang come up from a lake. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. But hold up a second, though. Hold up a second. Now I'm gonna make a save just in case, because I'm pretty much gonna say this right now that this might be like a really long trial anyway. But I'm thinking it's right here where the thing was. So so she claimed that there were 2 shots. But this was fired 3 times, clearly. Ah, frick. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, that's no. Really? That's not it? Well, okay. I mean, let me see if I can try to, well, press them. It was Christmas Eve after midnight. Let's see. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Well, yes. Jesus. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. So she was in her car. What was she doing in the car? Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. I mean, she did clearly say that she was researching meteors, but, you know, can't hurt. Miss Hart, could you tell me more specific? Could you be more specific about your research? God. Jesus. What does the witness' motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objective sustained. Well, oh, wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Yeah, thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang then. I guess, again, there's no real harm in it. Okay, good. There probably isn't any harm in it. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard the noise. Jesus. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Well, he saw two gents on the boat, and there was another bang, and there was never anything on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yep, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Matt's really taking this hard. But what about the other things? Saw two gentlemen, there was another bang. And then there was nary a thing on that lake but the boat. Why don't we press her for the rest of the details? Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah. Well, of course. The witnesses testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another shot. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems that you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor! You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'll have to penalize any further outburst. Oh, God. By holding you in contempt of court. Oh, frick, dude. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Is this supposed to happen? Mr. Myers Edward, please take the stand. Who? Who? It was me. Oh, Maya! Is something wrong? Did you need to use the facilities? No, I do not! Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you're actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Oh, got him! Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You all stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta! What's the big idea treating me like some sort of criminal? I saw him, I swear it! I saw Edgeworth! Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court! Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No! Shit, did I make a bad call? I did not make a bad call! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? No. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Oh, jeez, dude. Jeez. Order times 6. Seriously, what is wrong with you people? You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. Oh, let's go! Let's go, dude! What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court! No, I am! If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me! Very well. Oh, God. Man. Sacrificing her thing, dude, to go into prison again. You're a true partner, dude. You are a true partner. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya! Well, shit. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. No. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it! If you can. It's the right autism. Oh, God. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. That's it. Oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Okay, fine then. We have to do evidence. There's absolutely no way because it was foggy then. You can't clearly see the two people. You really can't. So yeah. No. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, it makes me laugh. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet, even I could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet, now she said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Wrong? Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Let's see how Edgeworth was seen then through all of that fog. Let's see. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back into the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out by the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Now, I probably imagine I can't really press too much because then I'll be penalized, so... Let's see. You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. We already showed him the... Okay, so let's think about this. Let's think about this before we present anything. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits, so obviously that must be when the photo is. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back into the car. Yeah, she got back into the car. I don't really see anything that could really be used against her then. Okay. Except for maybe the camera, though. Maybe. Though not entirely sure about that. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Yeah, but why these binoculars, though? When I heard the noise about by the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many objections Von Karma's got. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. But no, actually, let's stress test this. Let's stress test. What happens if we press? Do we get penalized or no? So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal up where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. Aww. Okay, good. We can't actually go. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Your camera? Yeah. It's got an automatic. Yep. The issue here is we're concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. It's not letting her answer any of my questions. Yeah, but what is it? What are these binoculars? Binoculars? Yes, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? Yeah! I got doubts about your camera, too. Was it really to take pictures of meteor showers? Yeah, no, like... It's like I said, it's like I mentioned in the investigation videos, like... It couldn't possibly be to look at to take photos of meteor showers, because you can't really hear meteor showers at all. You can only hear, like, explosions and noises, as they claim. The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright? Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Now, do we just spring on ahead or just... no? I have a feeling that maybe we could... maybe we could, but then again, we might get penalized for it. Yeah, no, we're steadying on. This is make it or break, makey or breaky time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. When I heard the noise about the lake, I looked with my binoculars. So, let's see about this. Yeah, no, about that. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Har. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying about how it was you saw Edgeworth? Yeah. No unnecessary comments, please. So, she looked at it, but what did she see then? If it was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did. Yeah. Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony. And she sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I had to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many objections Varkama has. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. You're right, it was cold. Okay, so let's see. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. When she finished up setting up the camera for potential meteor showers, then she got back in the car. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. No, that's the part where I find confusing. Like, why would a camera that has a mic and it's an automatic camera would pick up that? Yeah, set up to take a picture, set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. This faces the lake. You're photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ha! Got him! Got him! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Well, clearly those two guys, but a monster sight. Yeah! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gort Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down by the lake to photograph this Gordy. I mean, Let's see. What do we have, though? I mean, obviously, there was the camera and then the overhead map. Do we? No, wait. Do we? I want to see this. Let's see you prove that I was down by the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. He'll photograph an article about the sighting, an overhead map. Let's see these profiles. Damn, look at this photo. Look at this thing. Yeah, no. Yeah, we can't really, Yeah, I don't think we have anything. Well, I don't have proof. What? Bah, your ineptitude is entertaining, Mr. Wright. But enough is enough. I have enough of the baseless claims without a hair of evidence to support them. Well, alright, if that's how you want to play, I'll show you evidence. Mr. Wright, are you sure about this? I'm sure sick of that smarmy prosecutor putting me down. Or did he just taunt me so I get mad and make a mistake? Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Alright, then I guess we really have to, then. Okay. Alright. What proof was it, then? Yeah, the camera's really the only thing I got. The proof, Miss Hart, is in your own camera. Yeah, there we go. Your camera was set up to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. So she was really only trying to see Gordy, not being accomplice to anything. Were you trying to photograph? You were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had your camera set up to respond to loud noises. Order times 8? I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Aren't you lawyers all smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious, well, what you just used, what does that sentence make sense? What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that witness who is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you try to hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Let's see what you have to say. Actually, I'm not really a research student at the university. I'm an investigative reporter. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands and heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection.
Why? The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Yeah, no, we gotta do it. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Seem so sure of yourself, so you must have something in mind. Huh! That'd be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, boy. Okay, again, I will stress test. Can we press the witness? Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure if I'm high-fallen enough to be called that, called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative reporter. An investigative reporter. Yep. You get your photo and you sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO hanging in the sky. UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had this sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative reporter. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Maybe she was the one in charge of the thing. Imagine how scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. So does that mean that she was the one? Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah. They even had him up on TV. I'm not sure if appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey! They also had a picture of him in the newspaper. For real! Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out at the lake, but that was all I was hiding. Okay, no. Let's keep going. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep. Borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding. Really? I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah. Second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... God. Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case! Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Then when I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw the flash near one of the man's hands and heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking that maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was the smoothest glass, and nobody was on the shore neither. Better find some sort of contradiction, I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. I know I've been going, like, sort of out of order. Oh, wait, did I already? Yeah. So let's go with the other ones then. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, I can say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. Then there wasn't much else to look at, so she watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste time looking at a boat. What? What I did now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness! Continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Yeah, there wasn't much else to look at. Yeah. Except for maybe the two guys in the boat. Like, you really couldn't have looked at anything else, dude? Frick! Ah, God. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Could it really be the spot where she thought she might have saw him? Hey, yeah! Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at that. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. I mean, to be fair, everyone here is far from normal, I guess. I guess we're the only one who's just, like, normal. What? You want to step over here and say that? You were camping out in the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of... Ah, yeah, he was scanning the lake for anything, yeah. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Because that's the spot where Gordy would be appearing then. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Yeah. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just, well, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Got kind of excited. I'm sure I was really watching that boat until now, so she did technically, like, hear the murder, she just didn't really care. Oh, no. It was just like, she really did think that she was part of the course. She doesn't really care. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Oh, not even he's like... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took a photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell in the photo who is shooting. That's why she says she's going to... No, she didn't enlarge the photo. She got too excited. Yeah, she didn't enlarge the photo because she got way too excited about being a witness. She enlarged that photo, or maybe she didn't. Why didn't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma, or maybe Or maybe Von Karma kept her quiet. Yeah, this is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. Which I do. Yeah, we're gonna steady on. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool! Aha! Bruh! What is the meaning of this, Von Karma? Yeah, that would explain all of his... That would explain all the times that he's won. He never lost once because he wanted to make absolutely sure that his witnesses, or like anybody else, would stay quiet about this whole thing so that the judge would have no choice but to declare, you know, the defendants, like, guilty. Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of the evidence. Objection denied. Let's go. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Come on, dude. Ah, that doesn't show anything. We still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Jesus, man. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good that has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. Yeah, because you requested it so that you could win. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not... Whoa, no. That's not supposed to way to go. What? There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? No, I object to that. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. Like, why would a flash go up? What might that be? Oh, Mr. Wright? What? You will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? I'll show the judge what is strange about this photo. Oh, dude, I can't say. Okay. Yeah, what about the flash, though? You didn't mention anything about the flash. Here, Your Honor. Where? That's right, I understand you're in the oh, God. No, I ain't doing that! There's no way! What do you mean? However, you have nothing to gain from this. Oh, God. And my finger slipped. Please let me show you again. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? Oh, the shooter. I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Can you be more specific? Specific, right. Oh, about the shooter. Okay, what about the shooter then? Yeah, what about him? The bullets in his... No. It's left hand, I think. Here you are, shooter. What about the shooter? Look at the hand on this thing. Yeah, the hand. Sorry if I skipped through that. I'm really sorry I skipped through that. Yeah, I was thinking, like, it could have possibly... Edgeworth said that it was on the right hand, not the left hand. Yeah. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. Yeah, it bears it from his right hand. Yeah, the evidence is clear. The man in this photo is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon was found on Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Got him, dude. Oh, God, wow. Now that everyone in court has quieted down for like the 100th time, I seriously don't know what is wrong with you people. I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We know now that it is not Mr. Edgeworth who fired that pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there are no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Clearly it wasn't Miss Hart. Oh. Why would Larry be an option? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Oh, yeah. Edgeworth clearly did say it looked like a suicide, though. So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. Oh God, what now? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been a suicide. Well... Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your detail? Of course, of course. I clearly considered the possibility of suicide, you see. So the autopsy report is now updated, shot from approximately 1 meter away. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Jeez, dude. But what happened to Maya, though? Oh, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there at the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. Oh God, what? Tell her something for me. What? Oh, shit. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with the thanks, Edgeworth? God, dude. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. So Lotta's deposition, or whatever that word is. I heard two sounds that sound like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. Jeez, dude. I can't read. I can't do anything. I'm like, what, dude? I'm just like, what? Well, we definitely know one thing for certain. I might be absolutely terrible at video games, cause dude, like, look. I've heard the advice on some other videos that I watch directly after I record these about them going through the same thing. And their advice is literally make saves whenever you can, because if you happen to lose all of your HP, if you get penalized too much, then you'll get game over and you have to start the trial over again. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna freaking go through all of that again. I mean, of course I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Like, I want to know what you think about all of this. Like, literally, the LP just started by the time I'm recording this. So I haven't gotten any, like, definitive, like, advice yet on what I should do if it turns out that I'm, like, really bad at, like, guessing things or something. I'm not sure. I mean, to me, as far as I'm concerned, getting through the game for me is all that matters to me, because I'm really enjoying this. I really am. It's just that I'm really terrible at guessing us all. Okay. Right. So regardless, we will steady on. Next time, we will do the day 2, the investigation. See you guys on next time. Thank you for watching, and